Peter just came back from South Florida. The last 10 years ago, a guy named Paul Bonspeil set the record for the most different single malt scotches right now. And he drank 91.
Oh my god.
So,
You must be toasted.
no, you have to see, have you been speaking this? Teeny tiny. So Peter was determined to set records. He did. 101. That's great. And the Scots actually got influence because they knew the but where they only had one single malt. So they were pretty unique. And he was checking the list, and then they were coming in with so that he could make the record.
Most bands sometimes have a version.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. We can do. That Talisker. You're dressed right, Kathy. eventually, I think.
I'll bring him one of those.
Or, you okay?
What's up? How's it going?
I like your jacket.
Plug Wi-Fi is fine. This mixer generates its own Wi-Fi code, and then for whatever reason my iPad is dropping. And but I can also connect the mixer to plug Wi-Fi if I have a password, and then I can just go to its IP address with my connect my iPad to the PCA, which it will do automatically because it doesn't know. But of course, I can't get Apple. You can't look at Wi-Fi passwords. You can look at website passwords, but you can't look. I knew it at one time, and I can't remember. Alex, I know, but he left. Like disappeared right after the game. Because their game finished in 7 ends and not 8. And I was still calling 8. And by the time I it's not imperative. It's just, it's like a minute. Yeah, I don't. One time I do it. That's one time I have it slower. Way bad. It's possible. See, look, I am.
Oh, he's back there. He's doing it.
But it won't tell me what the it won't tell me what the password. Oh, there it is. It did tell me. Okay, never mind. I'm going to put these customers back here for a second. So, listening.
Thanks, Eric. The words I needed to hear. All right, Margo. Did you catch any more fish this morning? What? What is that?
I got 10.
You got 10 fish?
I want to touch the eye.
Barely lost 4 seconds, so they're going to be a good match. But
I'm not.
Two important announcements though. Number one, the raffle, they're going to stop selling tickets at 7:15 and draw at 7:30. More importantly, when I went out to lunch, of course, the toilet went off. It was almost like an hour and a half, right? So it's a little more slippery up. I was wondering if that couple maybe a little different shape. I didn't do anything different. I tried to more down. It's a little bit colder during the game. But this is the far end. That's the slippery end right now, in my opinion. Just be careful. That's the colder end with more grip. Like I say, it's a big killer. It'll pull off during the game. You'll be okay, I think.
Down, Rick.
If there's a problem, we'll just figure it out. But the things are, it's just like, so good curling.
All right. Thank you very much.
Good luck. As well on YouTube.
Good to see you.
hey,
Yeah, thanks.
No, they're not the judges, and actually,
Yeah, athletes curling is aces.
how's it going?
Do you mind hang out for a little bit, Peter?
What?
Do you mind if I hang out for a little bit?
No problem. We're not on the air yet. I'm working on something. I mean, that's I may have to power set the back for you.
Thank you.
I love it. I like it. Tighter at the bottom. I put to the they're on Amazon.
You're one of the volunteers that
It was like 2 days before they got here.
I thought they were black on camera.
Yeah.
Third grade is better.
Watch your dad do some curling? You ready to watch your dad do some curling?
Oh, God.
Not currently.
Okay.
Zach, you got a commentary?
Yeah, a little bit.
Alright, so his other two ditched him?
No, they were doing the ice. There's the ice crew, right? I plan on going to lunch at some point, yeah.
Yeah, I got some,
What are you
some very
doing?
positive reviews yesterday. Some mixed ones. You know, some mixed Yeah, well,
Are you going to go eat at home, or what are you doing?
that I mixed some of these in.
Zach, are you staying here, or do you want to go to lunch?
I'm still stay here.
Okay. Sean, get it done, Sean. Get it done.
I got a power cycle.
No commentary? Or you were doing that?
Opposite colors. Yeah. So, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, dude. Back it up again. You guys are yellow.
That's Kenny, good.
Psychological warfare. Yeah, it's Is this too loud? Yeah, well, Rock City on Rock City violence today. Oh, no.
That's fine.
Yeah, in which case, Team Curtis is blue. Team Curtis is blue.
I'll never turn it down.
I can't connect. Now my local hotspot from the mixer is off for whatever reason.
Don't waste it on
I
us.
can't connect. I'm gonna have to go get my laptop, I think, out of my car. And actually plug into the mixer. Should be able to do that. So
Made out of special granite.
No, the problem is somebody can be thinking for 10 minutes back there. In the game earlier, it never would have went on because they were running 40 minutes late. It's closer than we thought, but Tim made it that way. You're right, that's what. Yep, left side. Yep, left side. Yep. Go down. Go. Good break. Hard. Right off. Right off. That's it.
Yeah, on the right side.
Yeah.
You play with boys or is it just girls? How we doing, Peter?
Not good. I may have to reset the mixer. Factory wireless defaults here.
Shall I find a paper clip?
I need a paper clip.
I'll go after that. Stay
Or something tiny, hopefully. It broke my hotspot, and now I can't get to the mixer at all, and so I'm gonna have to reset the network settings on it, which means I need to play.
Tap on ours, baby. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
Of course. So I got the Soundcraft URL 24 network.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay. They're yellow.
Well, I have to turn the mics back on. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Nice work.
And that was just a network reset, not a full system star or snapshot of it.
Yeah, weirdly it seemed like you had to do a USB drive or something.
Well, that's if you want to do a complete back to factory default reset of the mixer. Yeah,
Weird requirement though.
Hang on here.
That is a long time.
Not exactly like.
And we're back. Okay.
Okay.
We had a little technical issue there.
But Wizard Peter is on the case.
We are
Solve
back.
things.
We are back. And we will not try what we tried to do again. We will leave that for later experimentation.
Yeah, so welcome listeners to the 2 p.m. draw. All 6 teams here are in the C event. This is essentially 3/4 of the C event quarterfinals. We'll get some team names going here in a second.
Yeah, I did not get the draws. I did not get the draw information for this draw.
Yeah, so on sheet C, we've got Team Timberlake in yellow, the yellow stones, Team Gao with the blue stones. Let's see here, on sheet A, Looks like 2 Rocket City teams, I believe.
Well, definitely one.
Team Curtis here with the Bluestones. They're already in the second event. And the Spin Doctors and the Yellowstones. And then on sheet B, we're kind of going out of order here. We have Team In-Dog Beers. We've only had one. They're throwing blue. And the Athens Curling Exploratory are throwing yellow rocks and also wearing some very stylish tracksuits. Really, really love those.
Looks like they've completed the first end on B and C, and they're already playing the second end on sheet A here.
Yep, Spin Doctors taking one in the first.
And still waiting on the scores for sheets B and C. Hey, Deb.
Deb, would you like to join us? We have another headset.
I'm here to hear your commentary.
Well, you can. She's like, no, no, no. Take that devil thing away from me.
Deb Matz is here. Here to listen to the dulcet tones of Peter and Zach on the mic.
Yep.
My opponent coming up.
Yes. We believe so. Yes. Yes. Still no scores hung on sheets B or C.
Yeah, they've jumped right into playing the second end.
Looks like yellow does have hammer on B. I just have to watch with a particular eye on just how much effort certain teams are putting into the game today. If you win, you do play tomorrow at 8:30 a.m.
There is incentive there.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing like those 8:30 a.m. draws on Sunday morning. Oh, and bearing in mind, we also have daylight savings tonight, so they lose an hour of precious sleep tonight as well.
Oh, what a shot on A.
Yep.
Threw a lot of weight on that. Just kissed off the lead yellow guard there, and the blue rock angled in for a perfect double take.
Oh, just barely missed that stone on A.
So, Peter, any controversial curling opinions to share with anybody today?
Not so far.
What's your curling hot take?
My curling hot take right now is I'm just glad I've got the mixer working again. And actually, bearing in mind the temperature of the room, I actually welcome a hot take. I thought about getting an electric vest before the tournament, and I didn't, and now I'm really regretting that decision. And I can see moving forward, if we're going to be doing this, that I'm going to have to invest in some thermal wear, because if you are sitting here watching a game for two and a half hours, your core temperature really does drop, and it can get quite cold. Even if you're layered up, just because you're not really moving around.
Absolutely.
And that's
nice
kind of one of
today.
the greatest things about our club, and one of the worst things about our club is that you can watch the games and you are ice side, and you're right there watching ice side. On the bad side is you are ice side, and it is cold.
You have to rely on the warmth of spirit of Peachtree Curlers, which we're very lucky to have an abundance of. I'm doing my best to monitor live chat, so anybody has anything they want to say,
We had a few this morning, but maybe we'll have a little more this afternoon. But it is a beautiful day outside. It's a really nice day here in Atlanta.
Great day for curling.
Great day for curling. Nice. We've generally speaking, we've traditionally had pretty good weather for our March Bonspeils. Of course, I just jinxed it by saying that.
Yeah, thunderstorms tomorrow.
Well, we knew about that, but usually we have pretty decent weather for the Spiel, and that's good.
Yeah. Watching teams progress through the second end here, looks like on sheets B and C, both yellow teams have managed to build a nice house. On sheet A, blue has a couple on the side there, trying to do some business with.
Here comes Josh coming out of the hack on B, delivering. Looks like you're going after those yellow stones in the back. I'm gonna nudge them, not gonna really blast them.
Outside a little bit. That's nice.
That's a nice shot, though.
Yeah, it's a little hard.
That just did not come in there for Team Yellow on sheet A there. Just kind of stayed out there.
You know, something I've always believed is that the lift delivery should be mandatory in curling.
You know, here's the thing. My parents curled in the late 60s, early 70s, before they had to give it up because of commuting issues and distances. And back then, that was the delivery. It was the lift delivery. And I'd actually like to work on developing a lift delivery. I just haven't had a chance to really play with it. But I personally would like to just start experimenting with the lift delivery.
It is a lot of fun. You feel a little more connected with the rocks.
Right.
I grew up curling in the 80s, and it was standard then.
Right.
I will tell you that our Iceman probably would not enjoy everybody starting to do lift delivery.
Right.
Because something you'll notice, you experience, is that some people are pretty gentle bringing that rock back down when they come down.
Right.
And some people treat it more like a sledgehammer, just smashing right into the ice.
Right. Well, if you looked at our Megan Thompson, our former president of the club, and basically curling superwoman of our club, is actually with her family in Scotland right now. And within the last day, she got to experience Highland curling in Scotland, outdoors, using antique rocks and doing the literal toss delivery onto the ice with the rocks.
That
where you literally are throwing the rocks and tossing them onto the ice, which would do a pretty bang up, no pun intended, job on our ice, our modern ice, if you were to do that. Not to mention the toll it may take on the stones.
That would be fun. So it looked like a lovely experience.
Yeah, she did post a video.
Yeah, she posted a video on the club GroupMe, which is open to anybody, right?
I think if you're a member, I think you have to. I'm not sure it's open to anyone. I think you might have to be a member of the club.
Well, if you're not a member, you should be a member.
Absolutely.
Sign up and you get access to our GroupMe. And you get to experience cool things like that.
And we are an open club. We don't. We are not a country club. We are not a. So membership in our club is not expensive at all, and mostly what you are paying for are your league fees, and when you participate in the league. But you can be a member and not join a league. You can be a member at large. Social member. You really pay for your ice time. Really, is what it boils down to. And if you curl a lot, if you decide you want to curl on multiple nights a week, we'll even discount the rate at there is a curl all you want plan basically if you feel you're gonna play. Most people play maybe one league night a week. Some people are in two. I can only play in one league night a week because of my work schedule. When I
really
retire,
it accelerates your game if you're able to play 2
yes,
days a week.
It does. It does, and I find that I'm looking forward to. Once I retire, being able to curl a couple nights a week at least, and I know it's going to improve my game.
Because Skipstone's here on all 3 sheets. Looks like the skip of the Beers team is trying to play a role there off the outside.
Looks like yellow is shot rock on every sheet at the moment.
Yep.
And
looks like sheet A, they're throwing a guard here. A little light.
And it may not make the hog line. I think it's going to hog.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be able to get that over. And no, they're not. So Stone's take it out of play. I drive my coworkers nuts sometimes when I have curling streams going on at my desk. But they are fascinated by it.
Yeah, big shot for blue here on sheet A. Seems to be our focus sheet today, feature sheet. Take out. This looks like they'll get 4 if they cleanly take this one.
If blue can remove that stone, it does look like. I think.
Yeah, it's a little.
If they can stick the shooter, they'll score 4.
They feel good about it now. Called up. It's gonna keep moving.
I think you're right. I think they may have it. And that shooter is going to stick around, so that's going to be 4. If that was the hammer. Was that the hammer?
That was the hammer.
And blue scores 4. Big end for that Rocket City team.
Team Curtis.
Team Curtis. And here comes the final stone of the skip.
Playing the same shot here, looking to roll in. It
caught it a little thin there.
Yeah, that was a tough shot.
And that leaves it open for yellow to score at least a couple if they can get it fully in the 8 and or touching the 4 with their hammer shot here on B.
Yep, not an easy shot, but it is
Not
there.
it's there, but it's not an easy shot. And this is the Athens. This is the Athens team, is it not?
It is the Athens team. Like I
The
said
UGA
earlier.
Athens team.
Yeah, fantastic tracksuits. They're a lot of fun. They don't curl that much, so really, coming in and
Right, well,
winning the games. They're doing
When you
well.
think of university curling, I don't think University of Georgia jumps to the top of your list there.
No. What does though is my alma mater, University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point.
Oh well. Yes, I'm sure curling is a slightly more appreciated sport at Stevens Point.
Yeah, it is. I'm just watching, making sure somebody closes the door here.
Yep, he did.
Thank you, John.
But what's funny is that I think Georgia Tech should start a curling club because a lot of their schools that they compete against in a lot of things all have curling teams, and I think Georgia Tech is missing an opportunity here to field a curling team.
I agree.
I'm not sure if anyone has, really brought that up to them, but
I need to talk to Brian Peake about that. He works for Georgia Tech.
But MIT is a curling team, and I believe Harvard has a curling team. And, I think the South could do that.
Did not make their draw on sheet B, so they only got one.
My nephew has applied to Georgia Tech. He's graduating high school.
I like it for Kate.
And he's applied to Georgia Tech. And I'm of two minds on that. If he decides to go to Georgia Tech, I've given him the option of living at my house, because Georgia Tech does not require first-year students to live in a dorm their first year, and he could elect to stay at my house. But he would have to commute, and it would be, and since Georgia Tech is literally across the street from where I work, but it is quite a commute. It is a 35-mile commute each way from my home. And
I understand there's a cost involved, but living in the dorms is just such an experience for a young person. It is,
and I think he will. I think he will ultimately choose to do that. The benefit of staying at my house is he could establish residency in Georgia after the first year, and then pay in-state tuition instead of out-of-state tuition.
Yes, that's thinking with portals right there.
So that's another argument. He may choose not to go to Georgia Tech. I don't know where he's really focused, and he has not heard from Georgia. He's already been accepted to Purdue, and he is in Indiana. He is in Fort Wayne, and he does curl.
Well,
if he came down here, he could continue to curl here.
If you're in it for the engineering, right? I mean, Purdue and Georgia Tech are on a short list together,
right? So we'll see where he decides to go. Georgia Tech will be making their announcements. They're sending their letters out here in March. So it will be interesting to see.
Well, best of luck to him.
Yep. He's a good kid, and very proud of him. And I will be flying up for his high school graduation in June. Already booked the flight. Already got the hotel room, and we'll be heading up there for that. And my whole family, actually, my brother and my mother, and we're all converging on Fort Wayne for his graduation.
Well, that'll be fun.
First weekend in June, so. And I'll get to see my sister's club, where I've never been able to see her curling club. They won't have their ice up. Their ice will be out at that point, but. They have a lovely club in Fort Wayne.
I didn't know that. I know they just built the new Circle City Club in Indianapolis.
Yes, but Fort Wayne has had dedicated ice for about 10 years. About 8 or 9 years now. They recently moved into a new building that they own, and have expanded from 3 sheets to 4 sheets. Dedicated. So they're
Yellow's building a house here on sheet A again. Protecting that. Trying to throw a guard here. Fortunate little bounce off the other blue guard, and put in excellent position to protect those 2 rocks.
Well, Yellow needs to score some here, because they gave up 4 in the second. So
absolutely, you need to. If you get a crooked number hung on you, you got to hang one right back.
Yep.
No sticks here, no ones.
Did they score a big on B? Did they score like a big end in the? Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they scored 3. They scored 3 in the first. Okay, so I couldn't see the board there, but I did see the scoring 1 in the second for Yellow there.
Yeah, we're going to continue to watch the blue team there. They were one of the favorites coming into the Bonspeil.
Right, but they suffered a bad defeat. A very close game defeat last night in the 6 o'clock draw, and knocked them out of repeating as A event champions, basically. So. We had 3 tremendous games, 6 p.m. last night, the final draws of the day.
Absolutely. Some great comebacks. Looks like blue was able to clear out the guard here. Now they're coming with a takeout. The third is shooting here. It's the third second shot.
Looked like a pretty good delivery there. Looks like he's got it. Looks like he's online.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Didn't quite clear them both, but he got the one on the right.
Yeah, just shuffled the other one, but you have to take what you got there.
Yeah. It's still a fairly successful shot there.
All 3 teams maintaining a similar pace here. We're on thirds shots in the third end for everybody.
And they're still all within the clock. They haven't fallen really behind, keeping good pace. And yellow takes out the blue there on A.
Yeah, looks like he was playing with fire a little bit there. Came close to hitting his own route. Managed to stay close enough to the center line to take it out cleanly. On sheet B, it looks like yellow's currently in a position to steal one. They're about to split the house, it looks like.
Oh, he's thrown light again.
Yeah, light again.
That's like two stones in a row. He's been throwing too light.
This is a tough game.
It is.
Nobody makes all their shots. Not even the world champions. On sheet C there, looks like blue threw a takeout at a rock in the back of the house.
Looks like blue on sheet A is trying to draw in. But it's going to end up being a guard.
Blue made a nice takeout on sheet B. Now they're sitting two.
He left me. He won't do anything.
Just like, Pat? Yeah. Back line? Back game is 5-2. Yeah.
Sometimes you get some draws with some animated teams. Sometimes you get some draws with some calm and quiet, collected teams. And it feels like for this draw, it's some calm and collected teams. Tom's going to join us here. I think he needs to untangle a microphone.
It's probably tangled around the leg of the mixer there. Yeah, you're gonna have to. Here, give it to me. You're not gonna have a whole lot of length there. Is that too tight, Tom? Yeah, it's pretty tight from there. We
try to run it on the other side here.
The problem is I could extend the microphone for that, but it's just not. We would have to.
Tom, come on over. Come snuggle with me, Tom.
Tom, sit where I'm sitting, and I'll sit there.
Tom was trying to avoid me, but just couldn't get away with it.
And when he's ready, I'll bring his mic up and. I can see I'm going to have to bring 3 boxes next year. It's okay. It's good to know. It's the first time.
Getting warm. I can feel my toes again.
Okay. Actually, I'm about to drop out.
Here's Tom. So. Okay.
I really am, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Tom should be live now, so.
All right, folks. Thanks for inviting me back up to the booth.
Well, we voted.
Great
and I
view
lost.
from up here.
Yeah. It's so elevated.
I've been walking back and forth for a while waiting for Zach to leave, but, you know, folks, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Looks like playing a draw here on sheet B. This is the yellow team's last stone. Nicely thrown here. They got to get that into the house, though.
Tom has figured out how to put his microphone up out of the way and devour Pringles without annoying our massive YouTube audience.
I think we got the double digits there at one point. We're in double digits. Any YouTube super chatters want to say hello?
But this is the first time I've outfitted the club for this kind of commentary for the Bonspeil, and it's been a good experience to learn, about what we need, what I can improve for next year. So
awesome set of equipment coming in.
Awesome
here for
set of
our
equipment.
audio.
This audio equipment is fantastic. I just
it's
pick up of this mic, the audio quality is just amazing.
Well, this is what we really use in the real world of broadcasting, and it makes a big difference. During COVID, actually, when we were doing bringing everyone the NBA playoffs in COVID, because the announcers, the game broadcast announcers, were not allowed to actually travel to the games and do the games from site. We had to build temporary announce rooms back here in Atlanta, at the mothership, as it were, for them to be able to call the playoff games. And this is exactly the same kind of equipment we use. Same equipment we use for that. And it's what they use when they're actually on site as well, when they are allowed. And it was during NBA playoffs during COVID, we had literally three rooms going to handle all the games.
Yeah, the famous NBA bubble, right?
Right. It was the bubble, and we had Marv Albert, and we had everybody at the studio calling the games, and Brian Anderson, and they were all at our campus at Techwood, doing all the announcing. It's the same building we do the halftime and post-game show inside the NBA. So we were all under one big roof doing the NBA playoffs, which is which was a real challenge for us, because it meant we had to disassemble and everybody had to be isolated. So with COVID protocols, so we had to literally tear our facility apart to make that happen. And we're just
Tom,
now.
what do you think? The Lakers won the championship that year, and a lot of people discount it and say it's just not valid.
I don't know about that, but
all the teams could play. They did, and there's controversy every year.
But
to survive all of that.
But we are really happy that
champions.
We're back to normal now. So we're getting set up to bring everyone March Madness on our joint broadcast between CBS and the Turner, now Warner Brothers Discovery networks, and that begins on Tuesday with the first four for the games from Dayton and on True TV.
Yes, also known as the only time of year anybody watches True TV.
Well, that's not exactly true. No pun intended. But And
No,
then
I'm kidding.
then-
Impractical
but
Jokers
the-
is a great show.
but the real
It does seem to be on that channel 24/7.
But the real chaos begins Thursday morning with the round of 64, and that always kicks off. The first game is always kicked off at noon on CBS, and why at noon? Because nothing, and I mean nothing, preempts The Price is Right at 11 a.m. So they always get Price is Right is in, and then boom, we're into March Madness. So. And that'll repeat again on Friday for the round of 64, and then on Saturday and Sunday we do the round of 32. So that first weekend, which is next weekend, is a big weekend for us.
Yeah. While we were distracted, Yellow managed to hang 4 right back on sheet A here.
Yeah, I
now
see
they're back
that.
in the lead.
I see
ahead
that.
5-4.
So we've got a game.
It's incredible. We like to call those pendulum games, where the pendulum swings far, both ways.
And we've got a tight game on. Looks like we got a pretty tight game on C, and
Yeah, I'm not sure on B.
yeah, it doesn't.
C nor B
Did they
have
hang the
hung
third? It doesn't look like they hung the third end yet
I have not.
on B, so we don't really know what happened in the third end on B.
Yeah. I mean, because it's not like we could watch or anything. We don't do that.
Yeah, we got busy talking.
Well, folks, again, we're right here on sheet side, right in the middle of the action. And sometimes when shots are just crazy cool, the crowd is on their feet, and we just can't see past them. And so it makes it a little hard. The last draw, we had technical glitch where all the monitors went out. So I wonder if the crowd was standing on one of the cords.
It's possible.
Could be.
Don't know.
The second on Team Blue on sheet B throws with a modified old corn broom as his support. It's a fascinating choice.
It's kind of
He also
nod to the old school curlers.
slid almost in the entire length of the sheet.
He did. He did.
With his fingers on the ice, which is not really a good idea because they do melt.
Guys don't appreciate that.
No, they don't. They don't appreciate people touching the ice.
If he's
kneeling
going to
on
do
it.
that, if he's
Sneezing on the ice.
if he's
Make
going to
the
do
ice
that,
go
it'd be
crazy.
better if he had a glove on.
But if you're trying to design your own draw path, maybe there's some underlying thing to that.
And that takeout on A just took 2 stones out. There's Josh delivering.
Sheet B.
Josh with his patented sleeveless look that he brings to most Bonspeils.
Folks, if you want to get a look at curlers from the South, Josh is our poster boy for that.
Currently wearing a light blue tie-dye shirt with a heart on the front and a picture of a kitty inside that.
I was about to say, is that Hello Kitty?
It is not, but it's close.
It's Hello Josh.
Oh, yes.
Josh is also our local EMT. So we have EMT staff on site in case anything happens. People are extra careful when Josh is around because the thought is that's my help.
It's like we finally got some scores posted on sheets B and C. Both blue teams scored 1. So
Okay.
it's blue up 4-1 on B.
In fact,
Blue up 3-1 on C.
right. On sheet A, the yellow skip is calling to take out that blue rock in the back.
Looks like the third for Team Athens. There's a bit of a cheering section here today. Always love to see it.
Yes, our regional team out of Athens, Georgia, wearing their matching green
jumpsuits. Looks like.
Yes. Kind of gotten used to everything being red and black coming out of Athens, but that's an interesting color change.
It's a nice, I would call it a Beastie Boys style, right? You think back to for a lot of people that remember back when MTV had music videos.
Oh,
Beastie
yeah,
Boys,
when they were
out.
music television.
Yeah. The video they did for the song Sabotage, really like kind of reminiscent of that look.
It is. That's a good observation there.
Brent looks like he's about to fall.
It's a good album. Not my favorite, though. My favorite is always Check Your Head by the Beastie Boys.
That's great.
So they're getting, we're down to skip stones on sheet A.
YouTube likes it, Tom. They're not saying anything, but I feel it.
Well, censors are going to come in every time you say Beastie Boys. They're going to bleep it out.
No, you're okay. That's okay. We just can't play any Beastie Boys music.
I got a feeling Zach's going to start singing here in a minute.
It's coming. It's close.
Okay,
I did
sheet
switch
A,
to
they got this
Gatorade
draw
today,
coming in. Are they
everybody?
going to get past that?
That's
Oh, just about.
Just a
That's
little
really
rough.
good effort. So I think that one stone, yellow stone in the back of the house is a biter back there. So
I think it
They
is.
kind of down to one stone right now.
I think they're sitting two. I mean, I think yellow's sitting two on A, but just barely with that biter in the back. He wasn't able to sweep it out enough to keep it from biting.
They're still sweeping that. They should stop. There we go.
Oh,
Perfect
wow.
draw out of the
Perfect game, perfect game. And that will be...
That's two for yellow.
There's three for yellow.
Does
If
blue have a shot here?
blue has one final rock, it looks like.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah, they would because yellow scored in the third. So here comes the hammer on A. And there's the stone. It was hiding there in the corner. We couldn't see it.
Around skip stones on B here.
Last delivery for blue on sheet B. Really moved three stones back.
On A, about the best he can do is score
that lead
one.
yellow though and curl past it.
Which would tie the game up if he can make this stick. If he can hit this button stone and stick, but I think he's
Doesn't
wide.
look like it's coming over.
He's wide, and he completely missed it. So yellow is going to end up scoring three there, and that is a big jump.
Big steal right there.
Big steal right there. Yeah.
Is it three or two?
I think that in the back is a biter. I think.
Oh,
But blue had one up front.
Yeah, I know, but well.
Right,
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
guess
have to
you're.
go
I guess
back
you're
to
right.
headquarters for that.
Yep.
Get that count from headquarters.
So
Yeah.
two.
Can we see
Yep,
the
you're right.
replay?
It's two. I stand corrected. It was two. But
Yellow's
still,
first
that
Team
Stone
Athens
on
really
B.
working
they
that.
now have a
that-
3-point lead.
That
Good draw in there. Nicely done.
I think that's
Nicely
nice.
done by Team Athens.
I think that's out counting the other blue there. It's a little hard from our angle to tell.
We'll have that technology up here in the booth next year. Peter will deliver.
Yeah, we'll split the video feed. We'll get our own monitors.
And we'll bring an entire camera crew.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I want the John Madden drawing thing too.
That's called a telestrator.
Telestrator.
Yes,
That's very good.
Yeah, we're a little ways away from that.
How far
Although
away from
we-
instant replay? So a little, we don't really own that.
We got
that
that.
feed, no.
We got all that stuff is possible, but people have to run that stuff.
Like volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as we said before, curling clubs generally are grassroots. No employees really, per se. All volunteers, doing all the labor, manual labor, organization.
Nice
All in
draw
spirit
there on
of
C.
curling.
Ideally,
Little bit upweight.
we'd have an A1 mixing
that
our audio
blue
for us today.
Well, we have a draw coming on sheet A. So, some big sweeping right there. Really nice work by
Really
the
nice
front end.
draw to the center there from their skip.
All right.
I think if you're Team Athens here, you're playing against a strong team, you got to play aggressive. You got to try and clear that blue.
Yep. They're talking about that. That's the talk they're having right now.
Yep. There's a small little window for it to go out the side there, so they have to hit it perfectly, but they can.
Might have to spring for a bigger desk next year too, and move a little more to center ice.
Center ice. Maybe even a little higher.
Man, a little higher, that'd be great. A little platform,
Get a
that'd
little
be
platform, that'd be good.
Bird's eye view, just like our YouTube followers.
Looking good on B here.
Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it?
Oh,
no. Oh, past everything. Wow. It's unlucky. It's looking like
All right.
a really well set up end for
Well,
Team Augusta there.
Thank you all for having me as a guest again. Appreciate the time. It's always fun. Hopefully I can be back later, talk a little more.
All right, Zach.
Leave for a bit.
Thanks for joining us up here in the booth.
yeah.
Careful on the way down.
Sure.
I gotcha. Yeah, if you want to trade there, Tom.
Sure. I'll get in the co-pilot seat here.
I'll bring down your mic real quick, and you can
Zach
get in your
heads
favorite chair there.
to the broom stacking. Yes.
And I will move into my more comfortable chair.
Very cool.
Nicely pre-warmed by Tom, which is awesome. I know. And we're back with Tom.
And thank you. Thank you for bringing me back. So on sheet A here, Peter, during the beginning, do you introduce the teams?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but is this two teams from Rocket City playing on sheet A?
I believe it is, yes.
Shame to come all that way, play the teams that you normally
play right in league. Yeah. Well, that happens. It happens in Bonspeils. That if a club sends multiple teams to a Bonspeil, there is a probability that at least that you may play one of your
Yep.
co-teams.
Yep, truly see that.
It's
On
happened
the
to me.
positive
I know
side,
that.
yeah, it's happened to us too
Yeah.
in the past. On the positive side, one team from Rocket City is moving forward.
That's
right?
true. That's true. I wasn't sure that Bob was going to do a complete scrape between the 11 a.m. draw and this draw, but he ended up doing a complete scrape.
Yeah, with the temperatures being up a little bit, humidity up a little bit, feeling that we'll go 2 draws between scrapes just to
Right.
keep continuity between the pebbling and the ice conditions.
Now tomorrow morning I haven't rechecked the forecast today, but I did check it yesterday. That it looks like we're going to have some rain tomorrow morning for the finals. Temperature will be lower, but humidity will probably be higher because of the rain.
Yeah, that will play into it for sure. Expecting a little bit more frosty conditions. Team Augusta, sheet B, drawn into the front of the house.
It's great to see Sean and Stacy playing together on the same sheet there on C.
Yeah, Sean and Stacy, representatives of Peachtree Curling.
Stacy's getting set up for her shot on C.
Sean setting the broom.
Yep.
Stacy delivers. Looking basically for center guard. Shot looks really nice. That's on sheet C. Sheet A, Rocket City, blue team looking for a takeout, and
he got it.
Delivered. Very nice. Great contact. Looking at sheet C and sheet B, we're waiting for some scores from that pass in to be posted up. Stacy on sheet C. Yellow team getting ready. Sean's calling for, looks like calling for a hit and roll. The old hit and tuck under. Stacy delivers.
Might be a little on the light side, but maybe not.
They're watching that go.
Nope, she's gonna get it maybe. Nope, she just went a little wide.
Unfortunate.
Hard for us to see those angles from where we're sitting.
So similar type shot being delivered by Team Augusta on sheet B, and that was contact, and that worked out. Worked out well. Both stones rolling out of the house. Sheet C just posted their fourth end score, 1 for Team Yellow. So we're sitting at 3-2 in favor of Team Blue. Team Triangle. That's a nice close game right over there. Sheet C.
I've done the same one again.
Josh just delivered a takeout shot from sheet B. Didn't get on that one early enough, but you know, we'll let that one go. Yeah, Josh's expression said everything on that shot. Looks like we've got some takeout shots coming up on sheet A, Team Yellow. Nicely delivered. Team Augusta on sheet B, trying to take out blue. Sitting on the forefoot. Oh, got past the guard. Oh, but missed the contact. Unfortunate. Team Augusta just gave Josh another second attempt at his takeout. I'm sure he won't miss this time.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Brought plenty of weight.
Yep. He was going to keep it straight this time, and he made the contact. Yep. So peel weight, and both stones go. All right. Nothing like a revenge shot.
Right, and getting it. and the worst is
like totally missing.
Hitting it, missing it twice is the worst.
Or my favorite is taking out your own shot.
Well, there's that too.
Team Augusta is coming back with their second attempt at that takeout. And take the guard that they get, and well, they got a piece of that blue stone in the house that they're trying to move. Sheet A trying to get another blue stone into the house of many blue stones in that house.
And they're successful. He's going to sit in the 8-foot ring. This game on sheet A could be moving pear-shaped, depending what happens in the end of this end. So we'll see.
So Chad on sheet C, yellow team, going to draw into the house. Back to sheet A, Team Yellow, Rocket City. They're trying to form another. They're going to try and sit on one of those stones in there. Just the curl just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Oh, a little bit too far.
On sheet A, blue is currently sitting 5. And they have hammers, so this is going to be a big end on sheet A here.
Might be a guard for sheet A, but on sheet B, they're lining up for a takeout.
He's going to try and draw in for 6.
Takeout weight delivered, yes, for sure.
So let's see if he gets the 6 here.
Nicely done, Team Augusta.
That might be a little heavy. Actually,
He's going to
it's okay.
tip
If
that.
that's
Tip that one
fine.
blue.
And
oh,
wow.
nicely done.
Ah.
Oh dear.
That is
We're looking
a
like 6.
that is a
That's
brutal
big end.
a brutal
Big
blow
end.
there. A big comeback there for blue. Big ends on sheet A, I'll tell you.
Yes, sir. That pendulum game we're talking about.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, wow.
Sheet C working their way for Team Yellow to do a takeout, and they've got their contact. Jammed on one of the back yellows. Looks like blue on sheet C, still counting. Number 1 shot there.
Just got a
That's very
comment from Tim Betteridge. We need a bigger scoreboard on sheet A. They keep posting these big ends. So the current score on sheet A is 10 for team blue versus 7 for team yellow.
Still not out of reach in sheet A.
It is not out of reach. We might actually have to keep score here at the announce table if they keep pushing it off the board. If they push the score off the board.
Well, in that particular case, you start wrapping the your score counters around the board.
Well, we actually have had an 8-ender during one of our Bonspeils several years ago. Jeremy Hosen team, I believe it was on sheet A as well, scored. Actually, I think that was the first 8-ender scored of any kind at our club. Was during that Bonspeil.
Sounds like something Jeremy would like to provide to our club.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, he is Jeremy, so.
Jeremy will deliver. Sheet A looks like Team Blue's trying to guard their 1 shot that's in the house right now. Looks like that guard is coming over. Looks like that's going to be very successful.
I think I'm going to go to the beverage aisle for a second here and refresh my beverage.
It is a curling Bonspeil.
So I'll leave you in Tom's capable hands for about a couple minutes.
And now a word from our sponsor. Sheet A, Team Yellow, is trying to move some stones, and they are completely successful at that. Nice, beautiful double. Even looks like they're biting the house, so Team Yellow is scoring 1 right now, removing 2 blue stones. Perfect. Moving on to sheet B, Team Athens is trying to remove the 1 blue stone that's already in the house. Needs to curl a little bit. Contact is made. Very nicely done. We're going to a seesaw battle on sheet A with teams trading out takeouts. Keeping the house clean. Keeping that house clean. Welcome back, Peter.
Yep.
Peter was off doing a quick commercial for Sierra Nevada beverages. Similar on
the beer of choice
B.
for
beer of choice
for
keeping the vocal cords moist.
Curling announcing.
And broom stacking.
And broom stacking.
Absolutely. Sheet B was also trading out contact. Playing a contact sport there. Moving stones.
Giving my
championship bottle opener. Come down to skip stones out on sheet C.
Yeah,
Skip Gow.
Stopped
Working
at
for a takeout.
Ted's on the way on my way out last night and had dinner and drank some scotch, which was probably not a good idea. Regretted it this morning.
But scotch goes with everything.
It does. It really goes well with bison.
There you go.
You wouldn't think it, but it does.
Well, here they're hoping to on sheet A. Team Blue hoping to hog. So keep it open there.
That's a break
keep the
for
middle
Team
open.
Yellow. Here comes finger slider.
Oh, great contact there.
Lots of velocity on that rock.
Moving to a hopeful draw shot on sheet A. Yellow trying to draw in behind the blue stones. Front end's going to work on getting it there. Not quite curling enough. The right weight, though.
Right to the button.
Yep. T-line weight. Nice.
And blue will say, let's get rid of that.
Sean, the skip on sheet C for yellow, sending off his last shot. Last shot for Team Yellow. That end. Skip for the triangle team. Skip Gow is going to be sending his last shot down for this end. And it looks like Team Blue, sheet C, has got at least 3 counters there now. And we've got basically a draw shot here.
Both sheets A and B are ahead of the clock. They are in their 6th end, and they are well ahead of the clock. So
they're on track.
They are absolutely, at this point, pretty much guaranteed to be able to play all 8 ends if necessary. Sheet C is, I think, still on pace. Yes, they just finished the 5th end, so they're going to start the 6th end. And they have 17 minutes to finish the 6th end, so they should also be able to keep pace with the clock and guarantee an 8th end on sheet C.
Sheet A, they continue clearing stones. Very clean house over there.
Well, I think the blue team now with that big comeback
just changed the strategy.
Has he's like, no, I don't want.
We have a guest headset for you, Tim.
Oh, God.
And Tim is waving us off. No. He can listen, however.
Go ahead, Tim.
Hang on here. Of course, he picked it up right as my mixer dropped off.
That's all the room we've got for you. You just got to cuddle in close.
I do it.
Hang on here. Hang on.
All right.
There we go. Now you're on.
Hey, there I am.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
I can hear me.
Yep.
Hey, viewers. Another guest speaker coming here. Tim Betteridge
Yep.
of
A curling,
a couple-
curling family.
a true curling family.
A true curling family.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We've announced this on earlier previous games that have been out there. Tim is the skip of Team Betteridge, and we've mentioned 3 generations.
Right.
Playing.
Three generations. Yeah.
Yes. That's really awesome.
Yeah. My 83-year-old mother, my 15-year-old daughter, and me, who is somewhere in between.
Somewhere in
We shall
between.
not tell.
An indeterminate number
Top
in between.
secret.
In
Top
between
secret
those two.
information. Yeah.
That's right. Depending on the day,
Yeah.
you're closer to one of those ages.
Sometimes I feel like my numbers are reversed.
Somewhere on that graph line.
Yeah.
And here we are, sheet A,
Yeah, nice hit there
and
by-
clearing some
by
stones
Blue.
again.
By
Nice.
Huntsville.
And rolling in.
Yep. Nicely done. Sheet B, Team Blue trying just to kind of draw in behind, but they're setting up a nice wall of granite. The great
And-
wall of granite on sheet.
And Blue is taking a commanding lead on sheet B. I mean,
Yeah.
they're up 6-1.
Yeah. Jason's a pretty solid skip.
Yep. They are. It's been rough for the boys from Athens.
They had some great opportunities, and it just a slight miss, and it just changed the entire end. Looking to see if they've posted the score on sheet C yet for their 5th end.
Not yet.
I can't
'Cause it looked
see
like
from
they
here.
had-
No, I was looking earlier. They haven't posted it yet.
it looked like
People
they
at
had
home
about
are probably
3
going,
shots
what do
on
you
Blue.
mean? It's right there. We can see it at home. And we're like, well,
Nope.
we actually do not have the view that you have if you're watching on YouTube.
That's right,
We
folks.
don't have that nice zoom in camera.
We're sitting in here with the local fans that are right along ice side, and when shots get exciting, everyone's on their feet. That's,
Clapping and cheering and
yep.
all
that's-
sorts of stuff.
And it's really hard to concentrate when the wave comes by because I want to join. I want to join in, you know, and you risk opportunity of spilling your beverage. No one wants that.
And Emma's walking with a fistful of Chick-fil-A.
Oh, nice.
Cutting to a
little
commercial
heavy.
now on
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
A little heavy there. I think it's
And
still
again-
counting the blue.
Where are the logos?
That was
I
actually
mean, wouldn't you think? Wouldn't you think?
I think you just need a few more viewers, and they might be starting to line up for a sponsorship.
I would love to see that on our sheets.
Over on sheet
On all
C,
sheets.
Chad, Team Yellow.
I mean,
Delivering
the
a draw.
logos would even go to. I mean, think about this, Tom. The logos would even go together. Tim Hortons, Chick-fil-A, Tim Hortons, Chick-fil-A down the sheets. Be great.
Could even squeeze in a few more if we could.
Oh yeah, but those would, color the red's about the same.
and they might even open a Tim Hortons in Atlanta.
No, they are opening Tim Hortons in
Are
Atlanta.
they?
Is it coming?
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
they're all.
Timmy's is coming to Atlanta.
Yes, they're
Oh, my
opening
God.
multiple.
Oh, my God.
That was announced about 6 months ago.
Wow.
They
Times are changing.
Yeah, times are changing.
Duncan Linsky, you're hard up.
Well,
and all I could
heard there's curling in Atlanta.
all I could think of was,
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, this is could be a good
Great
setup for blue.
sweeping job. Can they get it?
No, they can't.
Oh,
And now yellow
I
has
would
an
love
opportunity
that.
to take 2 with
Yeah.
a simple draw. You gotta play the same side. Don't take chances.
yeah. As soon as you say simple, it complicates things.
No, it's a draw to the T line. It shouldn't be that hard. Says he who keeps on putting him through.
Yeah, says he.
Oh, they did hang the fifth, and
runs with me.
they scored 3.
There
Oh,
was 3.
that's Team
okay.
Cal that scored 3.
Wow, because that's such a tight game there, and then
Yeah.
that end just
Kinda
got away from
blew
them.
it right open there.
Team Athens working on that takeout.
Lots of rotation on this stone. On A.
Whoa!
It looks a little
Nice.
narrow. If I were them, I'd be sweeping like crazy.
I think she got out a little bit into the frost there.
Up. Yeah, she did. She has the weight, but can't she get by the blue? Yikes. Oh, that's too bad. I think it's still 1 yellow.
Yeah, I believe it's still 1 yellow.
I think you're right.
It's all right.
Chip, that closes it up a little bit.
Yep. Here comes
It's not outside.
Yeah, it's anyone's game still on sheet
Still
A.
still is. We might have to extend the scoreboard, but
Oh, that's an unfortunate miss for Jason on sheet B.
On sheet B, there was a attempt for a takeout and just nudge it actually closer to the 4 foot.
He's up 6-1, so he's not going to get any trouble.
and we just got a group me blast from Alex. Reminding everyone that it is daylight savings tonight, and
And
you
to
pour
get your ticket buys in quickly for the baskets.
That too.
And I really did not need that,
Lose that out.
Lose that
10
hour of sleep.
tonight.
I was
just
going.
like,
That's where I was
come on,
going.
really? Yeah.
So that precious hour of sleep that you would want, you will be denied.
Well, in the words of Josh, who's been to many tournaments, many spiels all across the country, why sleep?
Why sleep?
Yes.
That's a fair point.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful draw on sheet C by the
From Team Blue from Triangle.
Yeah, that was a
Great
beautiful
draw.
draw
Like,
right
whoa.
behind the yellow guard.
Yep.
And I would
Nicely
say
guarded.
that is a little bit of trouble for yellow, but you follow them in. Sit on top of it. And this is going to be trouble if it hits. Oh. Oh, dear. Blue is still shot here. if
Blue
I'm not
still
mistaken.
shot.
Well, it's hard to tell from here.
True, it's hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, and they're looking at it.
They're looking at it hard.
No, they've looked at it. Oh, are we going to get another measure? We are. No, we're not. Just kicked it. He kicked it. Now we're going to get a measure.
Nope.
I'll give it to you. I'm kicking it out.
And a bishop on sheet C. This is an important draw.
C.
Gotta get on top of that blue.
And is he? He is drawing.
Yeah. And it's a wee bit heavy, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's going to be. Yeah.
Although it's funny, it's hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're not walking along the side of it, it's hard to tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it looks pretty good.
He passed the guard. Passed the guard.
No. Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
What a nice shot.
Yes. Nice shot.
Beautiful draw shot.
Yeah.
That was good.
Oh,
That was
yes.
perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. You got
Front
the arrow.
end, yep.
Not
Cheering
bad at
that on, yeah, absolutely. Great shot. Team Yellow by the Vice. Vice coming through on that one. And sheet B.
So now he's going to try and do the same one.
B putting rocks in the house versus guards. Different strategy.
So now Adam has a chance to put a second yellow on the
Right. Adam
top
Vice
of
skip
this
for
first
Team
one.
Yellow over on sheet C. He's getting ready for another draw. Hopefully you can follow that in.
Yeah. Same weight. Maybe a little bit wider line.
Team Yellow here on sheet C really needs to get at least 2 at this end.
Yes, they do.
Stay in the hunt.
They're running out of ends.
It's looking nice as he passed. Oh, he's on.
No, he's on.
Oh, no.
I think the technical term there is not good.
That was
That's a Tom shot if I've ever seen one.
But you know, it's not all that bad because depending on what blue does here, he may have a chance to come down and sit on that yellow, push it back.
Come in a little heavier,
set
yeah.
himself up a nice back line, but I'd say a bunch of rocks behind the button to lay on. So
Right.
maybe
Got a
I'll
nice
just
little
look at this
pocket there. Just doesn't need to be real heavy.
Kind of depends
Something
now
with
what
some
happens
control.
with this one.
Right.
What I'd really like now is for blue to accidentally split that yellow guard off. Be a bit narrow.
Yeah. Even just to guard that up, that opportunity for blue. So we're out down to skip stones on sheet C. Skip Gow, ready to deliver his first of two. This will definitely decide the strategy for the remaining stones for yellow.
Could be heavy, this head. And it is going to sit right in there.
Going to be about near perfect.
Yeah, that's my shot.
Just a little wide.
Yeah, there's a double in there, but it ain't easy. No. They're looking at the rays. Yikes.
Well, you got to take the shot that you feel you can make as a skip.
Yeah, I understand he'd like the draw, and I get it. And I suppose if you're able to raise that yellow one right onto the button and tap that little blue one back, then it could be a little bit hard to remove. So it's not a bad call.
Yeah, it's
but
like a heavy draw.
Yeah, but the takeout I think is that much easier.
Sheet B, blue is working a number of stones into the house. Mathens is up. Okay, you're going to try to draw in. Oh, he's coming up pretty heavy. It's looks like he's trying to do a takeout there.
Okay, there comes Sean with his first skip stone here on C.
That's a hair wide.
That's a heavy draw.
He's gonna
Well,
try.
I think they settled on a
Oh,
takeout.
yeah, I missed it.
I think that is why he was hoping for more of a draw than a takeout.
So the question on sheet A here is how can the yellow team score a steal? And I think what she's trying to do now is to come in and knock that blue one on the 4-foot to the side and maybe sit right there behind the mirrors.
I think you're right, Tim.
Yeah.
But
looks a little narrow.
We'll see if he can get it in there.
He's got some weight.
But he's
should keep it kind of straight.
Oh, looks like he got out a little bit. Yeah, he's going to hit the guard. Yeah.
Wait, there's a semi-promote.
Yeah.
Not quite. Not quite what you wanted to.
But not enough.
It's too bad.
Sheet B, we're going to take out some blue, trying to move some blue stones over in sheet B. Team Augusta with the delivery. Contact and some success, yes.
Yep.
There we go. Back to sheet A. Delivery, Rocket City Blue team.
Yeah, he needs to
trying
put
to
this right at the back of or the top of the button.
Yeah, trying to get that
right on the center line.
Close. Take some of that opportunity away from Team Yellow from getting in there.
So here comes the hammer on sheet C from Sean. And it looks like they will also complete their 6th end before the clock runs out. So
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as it leaves his hands, it's on.
Yeah. So
And
actually,
wow,
that was
interesting.
That's good. He cuts them down to 1.
Yep.
Which is strong.
Yep.
Not bad. Not a bad performance at all.
Right. So we're guaranteed all 8 ends for all 3 sheets if they need to play them. So
On sheet 8 here, the third is coming down for a draw into the pocket, and he's going to make it past the guard, but unfortunately, a little too heavy right through the house.
Right to the house.
if blue scores here on sheet A, though, that might be the game, but we'll see.
They're only up by 2. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a close game.
Yeah.
1 point either way. Means we're playing 8.
That's right.
8 on A.
8, eh?
It's 8A, eh?
8, eh? How's it going, eh?
It's a beauty, eh?
Beauty.
Especially Tim Hortons on his way.
Oh my God. The Canadians are
game changer.
In what's it called? They're invading the Canadians. We need to keep them away.
It's not going to be special anymore if everyone comes down.
No, it won't be. Canada won't be that kind of mysterious white nirvana north of the border.
They actually don't need to come down. Global warming's taking care of that.
That's right.
That's true, yeah.
Canada will be the new Riviera. We'll be a desert.
I've seen a lot of Canada geese around lately, and people say that's because people feed them and they don't go back up north. And I says, yeah, well, that's what happened to me. Someone fed me.
Right.
I'm not going back. Wait, I can eat outside in January.
In January.
What is this Chick-fil-A thing?
And what is this tailgating at every event of every sports? Okay. All right. Sold.
I'm wondering if on sheet B they'll just play the whole game just so the guys
Get the experience.
Get the experience, yeah.
Why not? So question for you guys. Is there a curling club in Athens?
No.
So they play
They do
other
have
places.
ice in Athens.
They have ice.
Hockey ice.
So they play on hockey ice.
There's hockey. Yes, there's Ice Dogs. The UGA Ice Dogs play out there now. They used to play at the Ice Forum just in Duluth.
Really?
Just got a nice pat on the back there from club founder Bob.
Bob Hogan.
Bob Hogan.
Guys that I can't remember.
And GNCC president Bob Hogan.
Bob Hogan. Also the Ice Whisperer of the Peachtree Curling Association.
He is.
Yeah. Want to know anything about ice, the ice science? Bob has an answer for you. Go back to the Duluth Ice Forum. Is it the Ice Forum or the Ice Spectrum? I think it might be
Ice
the Duluth.
Forum.
Where
Ice
the
Forum.
Ice Forum in Duluth.
Yeah.
That's the Atlanta Gladiators hockey team practice there.
Yeah.
And it's also been a recent home for the Atlanta Curling Club, where they'll curl out of there. So if you're up in,
And they have a Bonspeil in end of June, beginning of July.
And we're signed up.
Oh, excellent!
Yeah, it's
Excellent.
like the second person to sign up.
Right.
Well, Emma wants to play it, so
yes, awesome. Yeah, it's out in Gwinnett County, so folks,
yeah, close to home.
ACC, Atlanta Curling Club. Check out their website for learn the curls and stuff out there, and you have an opportunity to go out there and try curling.
Come on. Oh, nice shot.
I'm always out of town,
But
at that time of year, unfortunately. But
And most curlers typically would like to spend more time outdoors in the summertime. But it's a great opportunity, because after you've been curling for a while, you get that itch. A couple of months off, it'd be nice to just get another spiel in, like real local.
well, Orlando also has one of their spiels in August usually. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's a good spiel.
And right here on sheet A, we have 2 Rocket City teams from Huntsville, Alabama. They have theirs Labor Day weekend.
Right?
Yep, really great tournament. Nice facility that they curl out of there.
Right.
They're on arena ice, but they really manicure that ice.
But it's a good. I mean, it's good
time.
to have those. It's good to have those early season spiels if you can do them. We really cannot host one of those because it takes us a fair amount of time to get our ice back up in September. So.
And there's no point starting to make the ice before that because
it's just too hot.
Like skiing on moguls.
Yeah, it's just too hot.
Too hot, too humid.
But we do have 2 curling Bonspeils of the Peachtree Curling Association. We have one at the end of October called Night of the Curling Dead. Again, shout out to Josh. Why sleep?
And I don't know if we are slated to be hosting any GNCC events this next season.
That's true. Typically we do 2, like the Peach State that's now in March, and then usually there's something from the GNCC, the Grand National Curling.
But we haven't had to host one for a couple of years, but we are probably due.
Yep, number of national events, 5 and unders. There's the 5 and unders ladies spiel. There's
really.
We should bring the senior men's down here sometime because we're finding we're getting a lot more senior men here.
Yeah. Speak for yourself.
My whole league team is a senior team.
That's true.
We got a really tough shot coming up here on sheet A for her name is Ellie.
Yellow.
Yeah, she has to. I think she's trying to just draw to the button, but to get around that yellow guard and count 1 is going to be very, very challenging. Well,
shots delivered. It's up to the front end to get it there now.
Maybe go for the raise and oh my God! What a nice try!
Wow! Wow! Yeah. Really great effort.
She cut them down.
She cut them down to 1 or 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, 1 or 2. And Blue still has a rock to go, but I really don't see that they have any way in.
They may have to measure those 2 on the back edge of the 4-foot there.
Yeah, they may.
Might have to have a measurement. I mean, the one touching the button is obviously scoring.
Yeah. 1 shot left for.
They have the hammer here.
A. Yep.
Yeah.
Blue has hammer.
Blue has hammer. And
yeah, but he needs to throw it away.
Yeah, really, that would be advice. And he's heading to the boards.
Yeah.
Big wide shot.
Sweep.
Sweep that.
Sweep it.
Oh, it didn't there. Now it hit the line. Okay.
And the front end
officially out.
Don't give in.
Going over to sheet B.
They're going to shake. Are they shaking for the game?
Yeah, I reckon.
That must have put him down by 4.
Yeah,
going into the 8th.
Yeah, they're shaking. So
going over to
one Rocket City Club advances and 1 does not.
Looking at sheet B, Athens has their last shot.
But they can
the end.
Take comfort in our massive selection of raffle baskets.
Raffle baskets
and massive collection of beer.
Right, and that too.
And there's a lovely beverage table that they can kind of sort from.
That is one nice thing about our spiel is.
Did you get it?
Nice shot. Oh, sheet B. To score.
Oh my God! Did it hang on?
1, 2.
Yellow might have got 2 out of there. It looks like it's hanging around.
I think it's got 3 points.
Oh, wow.
On the left one.
There was someone standing over that 3rd stone. Oh, my goodness. 3 yellow.
3 biters.
Great
Beautiful
work,
shot.
Athens, coming back on that one.
Beautiful race.
Really nicely done. Well executed.
And we get the roar of the rocks coming down. Coming down to...
Yeah, man.
Well, it's from the
team
Rocket.
Yeah, Team Athens. Yeah, and Rocket City rocking the rocks down the sheet.
And that actually brought them back into the game. I mean, really, they're still down, 3?
Mm-hmm.
But we saw last night a team that was up by 3 give up 4 in the 8th. In the 8th and lose the game. So,
heartbreaking.
I've done it before.
It can happen.
Yeah.
And so let's watch this 8th end. It's going to be interesting. And they're still well ahead of the clock, so there's no issue there.
Yep. Team Athens throwing their first stone. Nice guard.
And it's going to be
working on their way
guard,
to the,
but it's going to be a biter, so it is.
Jason's going to.
It can be taken out or moved.
Yeah, attrition now. It's a game of attrition.
Yeah.
Right.
Moving stones.
But this will be an interesting final end here.
Athens is climbing on their comeback trail.
That first shot, getting into the rings, is an end killer because he needs to steal 3.
Right.
And there's no way, unless, now he's going to get his next one up outside the rings. He still has a fighting chance, but it's going to be difficult. So sheet C, Adam looks like is going to be trying to draw, well, I don't know, maybe try to raise the yellow or something, because with that ice, I'm not
That's
sure.
interesting, yeah, that line.
Yeah.
Where Skip Sean is holding the stick.
Nice peel on.
And, yep, trying to peel it out.
Yeah.
The house
And
empty.
open a house. That's what you want to do.
Keep her clean.
Sheet B, Team Blue, front end, clearing, peeling out the guard. Actually, it wasn't quite a guard. It was on the 12-foot.
Right. But that sets up a different house, than what happened last night. Is that the team that was up by 3 started putting stones in the house, immediately.
No, you got a guard.
And
did he get it?
Much, no. I'm not sure what the call was. It was hard to see.
Well, that is a guard. It's corner guard, but not quite a center
trying
guard.
To take out, just try to cut down some of those blues.
Better than nothing. Their outfits are interesting. They look like they're going to play cricket. Or something. Yeah.
And they're just throwing through?
Yeah.
Throwing through.
For sure. Blue going for the jugular here. Put another one in the rings. Or at the top of the rings. On sheet C. Nicely played. Yeah, perfect.
Yep, drawn right in. Trying to get blue pocket.
Tom, someone's blowing you kisses. I don't know who she is, but don't.
Tim, when you put a headset on and you start talking, it's a different world. It's a different world. Yep. But again, sheet side, right at ice level. Crowd is crazy. Kisses are being blown across the sheet. Oh,
pretty
my
good,
goodness.
but I think it's a little heavy. I don't think it'll hang. I don't think it will bite. Maybe. No, I think it's going to go.
Hold.
I think it's going to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what defensive sweeping can get you, folks.
Yep. If you haven't been throwing those draws in, it's tough to find that draw weight when you have to have it.
Just calling it take out on the guard, or is that
and as the conditions change during the game too,
are they at the
as it
fifth?
gets faster? Okay,
guard
now
rule.
he's just blowing it through.
No,
Okay, so if
he's
you're
taking
doing
out the
that,
guard.
you don't need to slide all the way down the sheet,
Yeah.
and put your hot fingers on the ice.
Yeah. So Adam is trying to extract that blue that was thrown on sheet C. And, not a bad result. Took 2 blues out of contention. Not bad at all. So now they have a situation where the 2 remaining blues are lined up and exposed. So I suppose that blue now is going to put up a guard. Nope, they're going for the draw. That might end up being a mistake.
I think this
Draw and sit.
on B is heavy as well. I think that's going to go through.
Could be calling the guard up front.
Well, he has a lot of ice. And, okay, if you're guarding the yellow.
Sheet C, we're down to skip stones.
Yeah.
First to 2, delivered.
But they're only in the 7th, so they.
True.
Wow.
They can
Depending
play
on
an
the
8th.
scores. They have time for the 8th. Just look like he's trying to dry in there. And
Yeah, he's gonna be
too heavy.
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh boy, T-line,
Yeah.
absolutely T-line. Just didn't
I
curl
think-
as probably as much as he was hoping.
I think Sean needs points. He needs to be a little bit aggressive. But if I were him, I would try to get those two that are lined up on the right hand side. Try to double them out somehow. I don't know if you can do that. It doesn't look like it's going to be easy to get past that yellow. But
It'd have to be a rocket to keep it straight through that hole.
it would. But I mean, those three blues, you gotta get them out. You can try and draw, but
Well,
you're able to get one
Yellow
point.
is rapidly running out of rocks here on sheet B.
They are.
And it looks like this one's short. So that's not
They got to
good.
sweep it like they mean it.
Yeah.
That might
I feel
be
like
a-
running
that'd be a
out to
moral
my
victory.
And no.
So close. So close.
That is probably the end of that game right there. Here comes Josh.
He's going to
bare armed and all.
Right. He's out to do a takeout on Skip's left foot.
Yeah, he's out to take out Sean on sheet C.
Stacy's waving her arms madly.
Waving
That's
him
a
off.
pretty
Sean's first of two.
pretty heavy shot there from
Okay.
Sean.
And look at this. Watch this.
Oh,
he
yeah.
came so close to making that shot.
was
Yeah.
nice.
That was beautifully drawn.
That was
Very good.
That was a good shot.
Nice shot.
He's cut him down to one at least at the
Yeah.
moment.
No, that was good. I mean,
Yep.
now of course he only has one rock left, but there's a nice crosshouse double there. But
Sean's going to have a hammer shot on this. So
Well,
depending
this should be the death
what
shot
Trevor does
here
here.
for sheet B. If Josh makes this game is mathematically over.
yeah. And it's a win.
And I believe he has. So
Did it.
he
He's
did.
filling it
And
up.
so mathematically, that game
mathematically, yes,
it's over, and they are shaking. They're not even gonna.
Hugging.
Yep. That was
All
the
right.
final blow.
Great attempt. Big comeback for Team Augusta there.
That was though.
Very
That was a great
close.
seventh
Yep.
end for them to give
Yep.
themselves a
Get him
chance.
back in that game. Yeah, absolutely. And
But they ultimately.
Whoa.
wow.
Wow.
Team Triangle.
Okay,
Team Gao.
this opens up Sean for 2 points. If he can take that blue out,
That's true.
because he's counting second shot. So you're still in the game at that point.
Yep.
He would be down 3, and he has to steal 3 in the last end, but it's
It
doable.
is possible.
Yeah.
Really, at this
don't
point,
get
it
any
depends on how thirsty Sean is.
You always got to go for it. I mean, he's got. I mean,
Yeah.
one is not going to help. I mean,
No, he's got to do.
one
he's
isn't
got,
really
he's got
going to help
move
him.
that
He's
one.
really got to go for the 2.
Yep.
Pick your favorite weight.
Now the boys from Athens are taking the opportunity to, since those stones have to come back, they're get a little practice in and throw those last few stones down. They struggled. They did struggle with their weight every game I've watched them. They've been very struggling with their weights.
Yeah, it would have been
no,
great if they
that's
could have
not-
come
look at
up for
that.
some practice.
And
Right to the
then
top of-
and that's not surprising. I mean,
Okay, Sean. Yeah, come on, boys. Sweep it, sweep it, sweep it. It looks
Knows
a
it,
hair
knows it.
light, I'm afraid.
I don't know.
Knows it.
I don't know.
Well, I think
Get it. Oh, he
Yo.
peeled out.
Oh, just too much of an angle.
he's got one. He got one.
But he got one.
Yeah. Now he has to steal 4.
Yep. So it's still
And-
possible.
Oh, no.
Less
that's it.
likely,
Nope.
but still
Sean's
possible.
calling for the shake.
Yeah.
4 is just,
Oh,
He was
just
thirsty.
too big
he's
a score.
thirsty. He's too thirsty.
Yeah. Gentlemen, I'm going to go help with ice prep.
Okay.
And it's time for some ice prep.
It is time for ice prep. We've concluded this draw, so we'll
this draw is done.
We'll take a break and let everybody listen to the dulcet tones of ice preparation.
There we go.
Stay tuned.
And
you can watch the Ice Preppers.
We'll come back.
Ice Science coming up at the break.
And we'll see you in the next draw.
Right. I'm going to go put a little something in my Tim Hortons cup.
There you go.
Right. See? It's fun putting the headsets on, isn't it?
They call me crazy.
They call you crazy. Crazy fun.
It's hurt the ears though when you're wearing glasses.
Yeah, it's got your glasses on. Yes.
My inner ear loads.
Bob? I'm just going to run the mop around first.
Summer in her high school. Her high school would do this neat thing where they would like do this name thing to see how many people
Gotta stop drinking. What the hell's wrong with you?
How you doing? How'd y'all do? It was a close game? Well, good. Well, I watched your first one on TV. You weren't playing in that show, right?
Oh, yeah.
On Friday night, Friday afternoon? Like 2 or 3?
No, I played with all of them.
Yeah, it was good. He missed 2 draws. That would have actually made it a really good game. But other than that, it was pretty close. Although I gotta think. Have new respect. Especially trying to get on point. It's just, well, today seemed pretty good. Are you supposed to write your answer? I don't know about that. I didn't watch it last week. But they just seemed to keep carrying it. Nothing was really checking up. Ever since we flooded.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Jessica.
Hey, I got to see you yesterday. Glad you made
I
it.
wasn't here yesterday. I was flying in from California. I was there for work.
Right, and it's just
The time change
they
the
just
earliest
they
I
just
can get.
that's where sweeping is really
So
critical.
missed the first game.
When it's ice like this, you gotta throw it out.
Yeah.
The sweepers gotta carry it. So
They're gonna
if you
cool
don't
down
have,
so I can get ready, acclimate
this is
before the game.
tough ice.
I wouldn't bring
got to throw natural weight.
Right.
You have no sweeping.
Right.
But then you come play league,
Yeah.
and you can't throw the same way.
No.
Because
It's very challenging. It's very challenging. Because, like you said, I'm like, that should have, like, you can't judge. It's hard to judge. But it shouldn't.
it's like me playing doubles. I love playing doubles, but you got to throw a lot closer to your natural weight on doubles. You may not have a sweep or if you do, you have a. So if you want to throw the button, you got to throw weight to get to the button.
Right.
Whereas, when I play with teaching, I'm really throw into the top of the 12 foot.
Right.
Because I want them to be able to carry it in. I don't want to throw to the button.
Right.
Then there's no.
Then it'll go through. Hey, Oliver. Man, you're just as steady on the business. But I haven't seen your mom, so you thought you maybe it.
So I found someone's this coupon and now I have a spring.
Oh, there you go, like a slinky.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the slinky is?
Slinky, slinky, slinky.
Actually,
Bite me. Oh,
So we were at
Elden Ring last night.
where do you live?
I live in Laurel Springs, which is up in Bonspeil.
Okay. We were at we love this steakhouse up in Cumming, right off exit 15. Ridge? No, it's the Ridge. Texas Roadhouse is at 14. Ridge is, if you think of it,
I was.
You know, this was found on sheet. Who else was on here?
I was on C.
Oh, you were on.
Yeah, we were on C.
That's not my team.
You know what, Josh?
I
Josh.
didn't drop it.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh was on B.
Josh is on B.
they may be out on the broom stacking group. It's a, think of a 1950s, 1940s supper club, The Ridge. And they have a singer on Friday and Saturday nights that does like Sinatra, some R&B and some Sinatra. And he was singing theme songs last night, like Green Acres and if you go off, if you're heading up 400, take exit 15, take the first right or something like that. It's open Wednesday through Saturday nights. And it really is like a old-timey 1950s. You know where Costco is? Yes, right. It's on the right before you get to Costco. Just up that road.
Oh, I thought there was a Japanese place.
No, it's a steakhouse, and it's more of a food spot. Definitely worth a visit. It's one of our favorite spots. I mean,
So it's on the right.
so if I get off on 400, on exit 15, I take the first right. I mean, the first road will put you up, it's an exit ramp going up. Just past that is a road to the right, and it's just to the left. It's called The Ridge. Yes, sir. Let me, I can nip. Let me grab my shoes out.
Yeah, I think I finally got warmed up too.
It's hard to, like, they're suggesting the item like that. I feel like if this one is lower,
there a nut on the end, or is it just for? Yeah, you need rivets. I don't have a rivet gun anymore, but I need one. I'll get one and I'll fix that for you.
A rivet? What did you say I needed?
No, I said I need one.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to get it.
Oh, I know what you're saying. It's like, instead of a screw, it's like, is it like two parts? Like a part on the inside and a part on the outside?
It is a nail-looking thing. It has a nail head on it. Underneath the nail head is a plate that the nail has gone through, and then a shaft that goes around the nail. And you put this into a kind of gun-looking thing. And this thing. Yeah, I'm saying it the wrong way. There's a straight part underneath the head, and it comes out to a flat part. So you put the nail head and the barrel part through a hole, and then you tighten down on it, and it yanks the nail out, mushrooming that shaft out flat. So you have a flat part, a shaft, and another flat part.
Everyone's like looking at you like.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for letting me play. Well, sorry, you know, Zoe
Whatever.
didn't
There's
get
a high
to
probability
play.
she'll wake up tomorrow and be like, I'm still sick. I mean, video game time. And honestly, now we don't have to get up. We don't have to be here at what is actually, in actuality, 7:30 a.m. The game's at 8:30 for the time. So you lose an hour. Yeah, so it's an hour. So if you won this game, you have to get up at probably, depending on how close you live to here, somewhere around 5:30, 6 o'clock like you used to get up.
I'm glad I'm not from Alabama. I mean, I say that all the time, but in this case, time zone. So it would be there 6 without the time zone, without daylight saving.
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and drink one beer.
All right. All right.
The other way to stabilize this is not just putting some rivets at the top, but rivets at the bottom of the internal sheath also.
Yeah.
Put them down there.
I don't. My dad used to have
Tighten on both sides. Then it won't rattle at all. So.
Well, I think what's happening is the top. Like, I think I saw that, but I have to make Open doors and stuff like that. I said, yeah, but you are what did you do? So then I was like, what did this say? So, what can I say? He's like, okay. He's like, next time. Go back. Oh, I guess I could have
Yeah, I'll take it off. That's the one that's like 3D printed?
I have tons of those.
Somebody, two people have already tried to recreate 3D printing. Somehow it ends up perfect.
About that.
And one of them,
Just make sure that like you know exactly where your mouth is, so you don't end up throwing water all over yourself.
but it's not great.
It's already destructive.
So you see, so it's like, so I don't know.
Are you all playing this?
Yeah, we're playing it full time.
I got some good ones. I think I got some good ones. Well, you just come out some quick exploratory.
Yep. How much indie space do you have in there? And you're my hogger friend, aren't you?
Yeah, I gotta go through my own.
So you could fit double the number of pieces that you printed. I'm still thinking about the size of it.
Yeah, but you know what I'm thinking now that it's
Yeah, it doesn't have to be nearly this big. It could be this big.
Oh, that's why it's that way? Because when I travel, this comes off, and
big tin inside of that.
Yeah. So usually, I love that because and so I put it down in that and I put one of them over it.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Last year was pretty bad. We're almost kind of see over there.
Killing it, man.
Below the floor. It was dipping down so much over there.
Kate, he's on Tim's team. Caden and Emma and Tim and Tim's mom. Yeah. They're getting ready to play to go to the final.
Congratulations.
They have 8, so it's not like a girls.
Wow.
He's standing beneath another big tree.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I just saw as we were standing here.
The last 3 are like all like they're all like.
Well, I want to get a pin. I want to get a big chicken.
Minnesota was dragging. I was going to say not.
The other night I was
Oh, is that from Orlando?
Hey, and I like you said.
I am Madam President of the Chicken Curling.
Oh, Madam, I love it.
This was my dad's idea.
I love it.
My grandma has a crown. My dad has a George Washington wig. And Kaden has a chicken hat.
Love it. Like the theme.
I love it. So that's why he got the tag for the little thing.
Yeah. Somehow I'm gonna go.
Yes, you will.
You can.
You can do it. You can do it. You are fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Mommy's got her grandmother has it. Let me get that crown. Oh, I love it.
Wait, what? I heard hunt down dog for hunters.
Wish I had a crown. Sparkly.
A peach crown?
Crown what? Sorry? I've never, actually, honestly, I never even had one. Actually, I had my grandfather asked me to make some beverage whenever I was like this tall. Pour some, bring it to me. And I did. I took a sip on the way. And it was so bad, I never said it again. It smelled terrible. It tasted worse. Snagged on that chair again. I'm not, yeah, I don't avoid it. I have a drink maybe once every 2 weeks. Usually like a mixed drink, cocktail type thing. Yeah. My spirit is usually gin. Yeah. Totally. My wife likes one that's kind of buttery. I like one that's like buttery and a little bit of deeper. My sister likes one that's subtle. I was talking about the taste notes in the ginger, not the next one. Speaking of ginger, I'm about to start making some ginger ale. Like fermented. I think I've perspective. It is water, ginger, local sugar. Bottle it up. That's it. You don't want lemon coffee. Maybe later, but not at first. The acid would kill stuff. It would kill the germs that are already in the ginger. What's in the ginger is what you want to do the fermentation. You need to add in the sugar is the fuel, the ginger is the fuel, and some, I'm guessing yeast-like thing in the ginger will start breaking down the ginger. It just lives in the ginger. He's only played 2 games. Yes. Yep. He's been up front twice. Yes.
Go ahead and bear it.
I lost my son. I don't know where he is.
My other
Yeah, I remember that. That was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And he was talking like it was 2 years ago. And you're like, yeah, 2 weeks ago. How the fuck am I gonna
Yeah, not
3 in 1 day is a nightmare.
and that early, you know, I didn't get back to we all didn't get back to the hotel till like 11 the night before, so it's like, I fell asleep at midnight maybe, got up at 5.
My first and only Bonspeil when I ever did, other than this one, was with other Tim and then Jackie and Andy. We built the parks and played 3 games in 1 day.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, the next day I was
I think they changed that to be 2 days.